This video showcases the icon roading application, available as an addition to icon Build and iCONsite from software version 1.5 onwards. So before I actually access the roading application, I'll create a new project and import the road data. You'll see that a new import option is road data. Icon works with both LMD and XML files. I'll import this demo stringline LMD file to the project. Included within an imported LMD file must be the line, profile and cross-slope information. Here is a brief fly-through of the dataset visualized in iCONoffice. So the data consists of a number of strings, with the center line, which defines chainage, being longer than the other string lines. The Units wizard allows you to define how chainage and slope display information is shown in the info panel. 5 different chainage options, and slope can be displayed as angle or percentage. So, roading. Here in the map screen, the road data is displayed, along with the station position and orientation. Each string line is represented by a thin black line, which can be selected by tapping it. The selected string line is shown in blue, with the center line highlighted in orange. Once measurements are activated, positional data relative to the selected string line at the current chainage is displayed in the info panel. For example, chainage and cut and fill are displayed here on the top line. This info panel can be configured as per each application for iCONsite. It's also possible to view the data in cross-section mode, selectable from the View Modes menu. This shows the cross-sectional view of the data at the measured position, with the cross-section always being perpendicular to the center line. The selected string line is represented by the blue point. Whilst in cross-section view, it's also possible to select a cross-slope to stake out by tapping it. The values in the info panel are explained in the roading info panel video. To select a string line whilst in cross-section view, tap the point that represents the relevant string line. So there are 2 stakeout possibilities: stake out relative to a specific string line, or directly stake out a cross-slope element. As in other measuring applications, it's possible to configure the screen to show 2 views. This is particularly useful for displaying map view and cross-section view simultaneously. In this view, you can see in both screens that the outer string line is selected, both in cross-section view and map view. If I instead select a cross-slope element in the cross-section view, those 2 string lines that define the cross-slope are also highlighted in map view. As I move around the surface, the position of the pole updates in both screens. You can see the distance to centerline reduces as the pole moves towards it. And here the cut value decreases as the pole position becomes lower. If layers are included in the imported file, which is normally the case for LMD files but not for XML, it is possible to change the active reference layer. I will change from Theoretic, shown here in the info panel, to Terrace. The cross-sectional view now represents the terrace layer, and the cut fill value in the info panel changes. I'll now change back to Theoretic. Also in the toolbox is the option to vertically offset the whole model. I'll offset the current model by 2 meters. Now you can see the position of the pole below the surface, which is reflected by the blue fill value in the info panel. Now I shall return to displaying the map view in the whole screen. I'll tap and hold the Zoom Out button to display the full extent of the data. Chainage can be edited in the toolbox. If I add 200 meters, you can see the current chainage shifts from 302 to 502. Here in the toolbox is the option of creating individual cross-sections. These can be at specific chainages and also at regular intervals. So if I create a cross-section every 50 meters, the cross-sections are created along the string lines. A polyline is created at each 50-meter interval. Each polyline can be staked directly. The info panel resets to display the relevant information. Returning to the split screen view again, using the View Modes button, you can see I have a string line selected. I can store points whilst in roading using the measure bar. Stored points can be used as a reference of work done. To differentiate them from other points in the screen, consider utilising Point ID. If I select a cross-slope element that the pole is not positioned over, a warning message is shown. No cut and fill value is calculated. It is possible to select Fixed Slope from the toolbox, which then extends the slope out beyond the two string lines. The warning message then disappears and the cut and fill value is calculated. So that is an overview of the features of the roading application available on the CC60 and 61 7-inch controller. It is available as an additional, separately licensed application for both iConSight and iConBuild. For more information on the values displayed in the info panel while staking a road model, see the Roading Info Panel video.